Well, hello everybody. Bug Eater 64 here, and yes, we're going to be in the Huey. Going to be doing something a little different. This is going to be on the Kurk's uh, multiplayer server, and we're going to just do a night uh, recon mission. Go out and see where the bad guys are, check them, see if we can find out what they are, and come on back to base and land. Now, one of the things that's interesting, I'm going to need some help from some of you fine folks. Now, I flew this mission in VR, and in VR, it works fine. But when I fly or try to fly not using the VR, and you may see some of this because when I did the replay recording, I didn't do it in VR so that you folks could see it better. But that being said, there is a lot of chatter at times that happens. Well, you'll see it, and I'll try to point it out when it happens. But I'll be sitting there in a location, having my pilot set up properly, and all of a sudden it'll bounce real close. It changes location back and forth to zoom, unzoom, and it just looks really, really bad. But you'll get to see that. So we're going to fly this mission. Hope you enjoy it. The replay worked really well because I went for a recon. I wasn't looking to be shooting stuff up. And when you do that, replay and DCS works fine. But lag is still a major issue for me in DCS, even when I've tuned down, and I shouldn't be having with the computer system I have, I shouldn't be having these issues at all. But I have lag issues even when I'm not flying on a multiplayer server. So anyway, we're going to go out and fly this mission. Hope you enjoy it. Glad you came along, and we'll see you inside. So let's get going. Okay, so here I am in the cockpit of the Huey, and I was going to fly the mission during the daytime originally, and you can see how the visual is in the cockpit is bouncing back and forth. Exterior view, no issues. Get back in and look at it, just bouncing back and forth, and I'm not touching anything. So I don't know what's happening here. If you have any ideas, can give me some help, greatly appreciate. This section was not done in VR, so I don't know what's going on. Other than that, the simulator is working great. Okay, so here we are in the Huey on our mission, our recon mission, and you can see the issues. Haven't got this zoomed in, and it won't, at this point, it won't let me zoom it out. Every time I try, it bounces like this. Okay, I've got it zoomed to the proper position. I've reset the position, and in a moment, it'll bounce forward right to the edge of the cockpit. So, but we got everything set up. We've got our gunners in position. They're ready to go. We're getting ready here to go through the rest of the process of getting the aircraft ready for flight. And as you can see, it is dark 30 outside. And we can't see squat. Bingo, there it bounced. And it bounces again. So, you know, this is an ongoing fight. But we're getting the engine started up. Just an ongoing battle with that positioning. Never had this issue before. We did the update for DCS, and then I started having this issue. Now, it's not an issue just with DCS, though, I found out. Having the same problem with X-Plane. So I was thinking it had something to do with my mouse. I changed out my mouse, double-checked the drivers. So at this point, I'm not sure what's going on. I was able to cure it in X-Plane. I put in one of the sliders on my HOTAS, and I used the Thrustmaster Warthog. But on the throttles, I used the rightmost slider of the HOTAS, put it all the way back to as far as it would go for decrease, and it stopped it. Here I had to fight it a little bit, and I finally found a place where it would sit, and that's what you're looking at now. So with that, we'll finish getting the helicopter ready to go, and we'll get on our flight. As you can see, it is very, very dark. Now this is very early morning, so during the flight, you should see the sky start to lighten up. So if everything goes well, we return with a beautiful morning and no bullet holes. But we're going to do a little recon to see if we can find some bad guys. Okay, we're pretty well set up. Get ready here to add throttle. Okay. So everything is looking good there. Double check everything, reset the master caution, and then we should be on our way. No, behave. See, did the same thing. Okay, see the lake there around the middle of the knee board? That's the area we're headed to. So, master caution set. No cautions, we're ready to go. All we have to do is start to add some collective. And as you can tell, we don't have any running lights on. It's a night combat recon. I don't want anybody to see us. So then we'll get going. Okay, all switchers in proper location. RPM's looking good. And lift. It's not pretty, but it works. And we must be aware of the power lines that are nearby, so get some altitude and go over the top of them. Everything goes well. Yeah, we'll be heading here and we'll be making a right turn when we get closer to the river. Whoops. Hard to see the trees and dark as it is. Alright, well, I'm thinking we're going to have to be smart here and just about to the river, I believe. I'm going to head see the river. Time for night vision. We can make sure we can see the tops of trees and not run into them. Okay, so we're going to fly over the bridge here and make us turn to the left, and that'll head us towards the lake area. Okay, so basically pretty much straight ahead from here. And if we do find the bad guys, then we'll mark that spot and possibly come back during the daylight. See if we can't engage some of them. Yeah, without the night vision, it sure would be very much more dangerous trying to fly between these trees, because I wouldn't see them until I hit them, which would be a bad thing. Okay, it looks like we've got some contacts over to the left. And in the night vision goggle, you see that red almost dead ahead? That is not enemy, that is actually either power lines or communication towers. There's 4 towers over there. I've flown this area before, so. But a little further to the left of the picture, you see a lot of red dots. Those are definitely enemy. And I'm not sure what kind of base or depot is over here, but according to our flight briefing, there is a whole bunch of ZSUs, and there's according to the briefing, there's 3 enemy patrol boats. So we're just going to fly around, see, make sure they're here, and double check. But we saw that they're there, so everything's good. So we did our flight, we found the bad guys, which you saw there, and we are returning to base. And it's a beautiful morning. The next time we go in there, we're going to try and go in and hit some bad guys. Went back to the night vision so I can, it's still, you know, just early morning here, and I wanted to be able to see the FARP, so that's why I went ahead and turned back my night vision back on. So we'll come in here and land and call it a day. The mission went well. That HUEY was on the center pad is now gone, so I think what I'm going to do is we'll turn around here, slow her down, and then ease her forward so I can land on that center pad. Oh yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. And we're down. So everything went well. Really no complaints. Oh, it's going to be a pretty sunrise. Yep, let things calm down a bit, and then we will shut the engine down completely. But the flight went well, and I'm glad you all came along. And there once again. I really hope I can figure out what's causing that. Alrighty, well, there you have it. We did our mission. We came back. Sky was starting to lighten up as the morning started to come to us. You know, it was pretty. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it too. We found a large group of ZSUs, and there were 3 patrol boats, and luckily we didn't, either they were asleep or we didn't get close enough to get shot at, which was a good thing, and I appreciated that. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you understand, and make some comments if you have any idea how to get rid of that chatter, that breaking of the that you saw, and where it just changes the zoom of the pilot in the aircraft. It just makes, at times between that and lag, it really makes flying in DCS a little difficult. And I really enjoy DCS, but I don't know what the issue is, and I hope I can fix it. I thought I had fixed it, but since this last update, there's something going on that I haven't been able to figure out yet. So if you have any ideas, please feel free to make comments. Let me know what you think and ideas on how to fix it. And if it makes sense, or sometimes even when it doesn't, because I don't always make sense, we'll give it a shot and see if that fixes the problem. I certainly would appreciate all your help. And until the next time, this is Bug-Eater64, and as always, remember, safe flying.